Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Split leaders in Warcraft Rumble are really strong also in heroics, because winning a heroic with a split leader gives you progress with both of the families. The split leaders were recently nerfed, the time limited ones especially, so I want to take a look at how strong are they now, and I went through and cleared all of the Moonglade heroics with the split leaders. So let's go take a look at what can split leaders do against all of the Moonglade bosses. So let's start with Brumeran and with Malfurion. Malfurion isn't quite what Malfurion used to be anymore. The near infinite healing is gone, which means that you actually have to adjust Malfurion's army. You have to use minis specific to various encounters instead of just rolling through everything with the same army. But here we go against Brumeran, and I'm using Poison Troll, I'm using Poison Harpies, I'm using Cheat Death, so many of the elements that I usually use for Brumeran. I do have a Bok Beast that's getting some healing from Malfurion out there, but yeah, even so, as you can see, Malfurion has some hard time keeping it up. But here it goes, and we have the Harpies in, and we have the Cheat Death in, and we're poisoning Brumeran like crazy, and then let's get a Troll out there too and enjoy the results. Boom. Brumeran down. Then Brumeran with Orgrim Doomhammer. Same strategy, so this is my overall strategy for Brumeran. I take the stone, I mine some gold, I ambush Brumeran when it's on its loop, and then we just kill it. So here we go, let's try to beat up those spiderlings at least. Get some stuff going. Again, Harpies, Poison Troll, Cheat Death. Everything's ready. Let's just try to get everything going. Right, some Harpies are attacking my base. My base should be able to handle those. I have the Harpies coming in. Here I have the Earth Elemental to turn Brumeran around. There goes the Earth Elemental, then ready with the Cheat Death. As soon as Brumeran thinks about turning around to kill the Harpies, there's that, and look at the damage. Because Pyroblast and then Orgrim giving more damage. Pyromancer deals so much. And then the third split leader, Anub'arak. Again, Anub'arak versus Brumeran. So trying to find a place where my Anub'arak doesn't immediately get killed, and it would have as long of a route to travel as possible. And I think I found it here. Some spiderlings attacking the base. Base should be okay with that. Well, Anub decided that, hey, I want to fight against spiderlings too. Well, Anub luckily is going to be able to survive that, I think. So here we go. Time to get some beetles out there. Beetles, Harpies, Diabatlings, Poison, and Cheat Death, and oh my goodness, there's a lot of poison going on that Brumeran. And it's going to... Does it get rid of the stacks? It does not, it goes down. Well, Brumeran always was a fast fight, but now we go in for Starblaze and Omnuron. And doing that with Malfurion, and it's getting much trickier. Malfurion's lower power level is clearly visible here, because here I actually started to struggle. Malfurion trying to survive, and it's not easy at all. So here we go, we try to push a little bit on the left side, try to grab that tower, and also trying to get some kind of attack in here, so that would be able to prevent my base from going down. Alright, managed to get the tower, and that secured access to some gold. And that is very important. Splitting the troops out there a little bit, sending a couple of footmen to the middle, and sending the rest to start fighting against the Druid of the Talon. And trying to go through mid. Do we have enough strength there to take the chest? I mean, Moonkin is armored. So I figured I have to add a little bit of strength over there. Also trying to take the tower on the right with Footman and Malfurion, and successful in that. That's awesome. Alright, now I have the towers, then I would need to be able to attack the bosses so that I get them down. Because once you survive the initial start of Starblaze and Omnuron encounter, then there's still a chance to end up in a draw. If you just can't deal enough damage, then it's going to be a draw. So typically, Plague Farmer, notice Plague Farmer cannot shoot the Druid of the Talon when it's in the bird form. but Plague Farmer can still shoot the bear from outside its actual range with the range talent. So I'm trying to get some damage on the druid, and look at the troll was doing beautiful work there. And then I'm trying to set up some Plague Farmers on the bear. Not always easy, that one either, though. Yeah, this really doesn't look like that's going to kill the bear yet. There's still more time. Once it goes to overtime, it gets a little tricky, though. Because once you're in overtime in this map, then there's just going to be so many minis coming at you, it's really hard to push against the bosses. We're going to give it a try. Let's see. Get some footmen out there, try to defend the tower. Oh, I'm losing a lot of gold in the middle. That is annoying, but I can't do anything about it right now. Footmen did survive. Okay. Now we need a Malfurion out there, so footmen would start healing before they die. Before they die, go, 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 heal up. Okay, barely in time. And you can see that the healing just isn't what it used to be. Although luckily Moonkin can only shoot AoE every other time, so still getting some things done here. We got the seeds on the footman, that's good. And we managed to get the troll down, that's awesome. And now I have that lone Plague Farmer sneaking up through the left side. Except that then it died. Okay, well. Sending out tanks and Plague Farmer from the right side then. Let's see, also sending out the troll. Troll, Plague Farmer, we were able to get it done. Phew. Next up, Orgrim Doomhammer against Starblaze and Omnuron. And Orgrim, I really, really love the first strike ability. It just makes Orgrim deal so much damage. Look at that, oh, look at that Pyroblast. It's not multiplicative, so the Pyromancer deals 4 times the damage when it has Pyroblast talent and Orgrim, and it doesn't deal 6 times the damage, but it's still beautiful. It's such a huge chunk of damage. Absolutely wonderful. So again, I'm trying to sneak up some Plague Farmers. This time sneaking up the Plague Farmer on the right side, and trying to fight for the left side. Come on, Orgrim. No, the Pyromancer and the Plague Farmer ended up dead. And now I don't have a lot of stuff that I could use to fight against the Harpies, but I was a little bit late with the eggs. Hurry up with the Pyromancer. Oof. Well, that's going to be fine, right? Yeah. Very often in Starblaze and Omnuron, your base ends up taking a whole bunch of damage at the start. It's a bit of work to stabilize, but once you have managed to get through that point, then it gets, well, then there's the chance of the draw still. But it still gets kind of easier. Well, here we go. I'm trying to drop something on the tower to prevent it from healing to full. I really hated that the tower was healing so much there. I almost got it down already before, and I really wanted to finish the job. Oh, there I fed that. Yeah, that Pyromancer was wasted. But let's see. Again, the tower starts healing. I really like putting the Dark Miner there between the chest and the gold, right? And then it takes the chest and then it starts mining the gold, and it just gets a lot of stuff done. Really wonderful for resources in this map. And there I'm sending a Conquered Huntress on the way. As you can see, it's now ticking, damage is ticking a little bit faster. 3.3% every half second compared to 2% that it used to be. It doesn't make a huge difference though. Orgrim is still very, very much playable. And also Swole Troll in action. I do like Swole Troll a lot. Swole Troll has been a wonderful addition to the game. Nowadays I usually end up using it with the Meteor Elbow talent, by the way. I just use it as a super beefy tank that only costs 4 gold. And it's doing a phenomenal job at that. Okay, sending out something to tank the boss a little bit. But the Chimera can, now those eggs went a little bit too far to the right. It's okay, we still managed to get the bird boss down. 30 seconds remaining, only the bear is alive. Now, if I can just get rid of this attack on the tower. Come on, save the tower, save the tower. Oh, well, that wasn't as good as I had hoped. Because now, obviously, I won't be able to use that base for attacking. So I will need something going on. Overtime is about to start. Here comes overtime. Okay. It's often very, very hard to push through in overtime. I'm trying to send now the tank through the middle and then Plague Farmer through the left side. So the Plague Farmer would be able to just shoot at the boss from the side. I gave up on the tower. I figured I'm not going to be able to handle this tower anyway. I just send Orgrim to do a little bit of defense. And I'm managing it. I'm managing the Plague Farmer on the boss while the tank is taking the attention. And I have X that I can drop there too. Boom. Orgrim, the first strike damage. Just wonderful. And one more time, Starblaze and Omnuron with Anub'arak. So I'm trying to get Anub'arak out there so that I can start getting beetles out there. And preferably I want Anub'arak to be as far from the enemy as possible. Well, not nearly as far from the enemy as possible nowadays. Because beetles spawn at Anub'arak. But somewhere like a little bit in the back line. A little bit out of the way. But still close enough that the beetles get into action. So it's kind of quite a lot of compromises on trying to find the exact right place for Anub'arak nowadays. Alright, everything went fine here. The beetles are doing a good job, and I'm sending a Plague Farmer on the tower. I'm trying to also get Earth Elemental on the tower, so that if there's something spawning from the tower, then they wouldn't immediately go after the Plague Farmer. And then a swarm of beetles. And this is like, out of the three, this was the cleanest, as you can see, taking the towers. Anub'arak, even in its nerf state, even though the beetles now die immediately when somebody watches in their direction, then looks in their, glances in their direction, I would say, and Anub'arak still very strong. Now, of course, it's going to die there, so I want to place another one far, but not too far, not too close either. And here come the beetles. Strawberry fields forever. And look at that. Pow, 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 pow. The druid. It actually survived. It deals a lot of damage. The elemental damage output is huge. But that's okay. Too bad Anub'arak is going to get itself killed by fighting against the bear. I will still need something, a little bit of something to finish off the druid. And I probably need an unborn tank quick, yes. Because otherwise the druid would just kill my harpies with just one breath. But now, alright, so Druid of Talon is gone. The big AoE is gone. Okay, there's of course still this ability to swipe. But now, as soon as I can just get hold of another Anub'arak, and I can start swarming that boss. That's what I'm trying to do anyway. Thinking what to do here. I should have sent a miner to the left lane, I think. I think it would have gone there before the Huntress got there. Maybe. Beetles. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Too much damage on the base. Too much damage on the tower. The base is not under threat, but I am losing the tower. And I don't like that because I would want to attack from both sides. So, we're starting to chip down the boss. There's beetles coming and more beetles coming and more beetles coming. I can't let my base die to those harpies, so I have to respond to that. Something needs to be done. And then getting a little bit of distraction out there. Getting that Plague Farmer into action. Start getting poison from that. Too bad I only have one tower, but I should still be able to do this. As long as I can distract enough and get some plague. And yes, there we go. Then onto the third boss in Moonglade, that's Brightwing, and once again I found myself struggling the most with Malfurion. So, classic opener, I try to get the code on the right, I would try to get the chest in the middle if I can just find my Darkheim Miner. Eventually I can. Dire Batlings, they see through stealth, so they're able to attack the Prowler even though it's still stealthing through. And we get through that one, that's alright, that's a start. But then I would need to be able to survive this push. I would need to be able to mine a little bit and push against Brightwing itself. Wait a little bit, let the base tank. Base can often tank a little bit. And as you can see now my Huntress is safe on the side. Now I have all of the meeting stones. I just need to get some damage out there. Pow pow. Can I save the Huntress? No, I cannot save the Huntress. That did not happen. Getting a bit of damage on Brightwing, not quite enough though. Save some gold so that I will be able to attack. I thought Malfurion was going to die, then for a moment I thought, okay, maybe it's not going to die, and then I realized, no, it's actually going to die. But what about the other Malfurion healing? Can it keep Malfurion alive? No, it cannot. Lost the Malfurion. So now I have to get more gold. Be a little bit passive, be a little bit defensive, and just get enough troops so that I can attack again. And as you can see, that Malfurion healing. It's not your grandfather's Malfurion. Most definitely is not. But now we have Bogbeast, healed by Malfurion, with some shields on it. We have Huntress, also healed by Malfurion. We have Witch Doctor. And we will soon also have some Dire Batlings. And we'll be able to mine. So a lot of good stuff is about to happen within moments here. Okay, let's go. No, that Huntress. No, the Huntress. Ouch. Well, things didn't line up quite as well as I had hoped. But we're working on it. I get some shots at the Huntress. Huntress will die as soon as it reaches my base. The Prowler will attack, but then Pyromancer will handle that. And are we now in a position where we can send? Go, 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 go. There's some Harpies coming from the right, so I think I will still need to defend at this point. I don't think I can just go forward, no. I need to defend. Successful defense. Oh man, again, so many minis coming. And Brightwing popping around. So, we're trading blows, tit for tat. Trying to make it through. Again, I'm trying to set up this army with Malfurion and minis that Malfurion would heal. Alright, again we have Bogbeast in the front. We have Malfurion. We have Huntress. And this time we have Dire Batlings coming as well. Brightwing is single target damage. Well, it does have the Blizzard though, but we had enough damage. That's a win. But if you compare that struggle with Malfurion to what I experienced while doing this with Orgrim, then, well, lost the miner there. I should not have done that. That was bad. I'm sending the Dire Batlings anyway out there to grab that Prowler, at least deal a whole bunch of damage to it. I was too late now to get the chest, but it should be fine. I can send another miner. This will be fine, this will be fine. Orgrim power is going to make sure that I will survive. Now I need something to kill those Harpies again. I'm also sending Witch Doctor with the hopes that together they will be able to handle the Spiderlings. And they did. That's good, although I think Pyromancer survived. Barely, but they're not going to survive that. They're not going to survive the Huntress. But be it as it may, I have some Dire Batlings on Brightwing, and I have Troll on Brightwing. Brightwing teleports on top of another Troll. I'm trying to send a little bit of troops out there so that I would be ready. Okay, Brightwing, Troll shooting at it again. Just making sure I get the gold. Making sure I'm good against the stealth threats. And those Spiderlings, they eat that Stonehoof Tauren if it doesn't have fire support. That's how much better they are nowadays. Okay. Alright, still trying to find that perfect position, and now I think I got it. Brightwing teleported right in the middle of my troops, sending everything out there. Go, 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 Batlings and everything, and boom. All of a sudden, Brightwing is dead. And then one more time against Brightwing, this time with Anub'arak. So I really want to stop that mining. I don't want them to mine. They still managed to mine once. I also want to grab that chest. I didn't have a Dark Eye Miner available, but I sent the Quillbore. Okay, Anub'arak, not going to meet that Prowler head on. Going to the other way. And then I'm just going to try to send other stuff there. And hopefully I will have enough beetles. And enough strength here. They're all exploding. Please explode on that Huntress. Yes. Good. The Huntress is down. Alright. Now we have a... No. Brightwing teleported out. Well, every 12 seconds. It teleports a lot. Hopefully it teleports right in the middle of my troops now. It won't though. It kind of will. Okay. And then sending. Lots of troops out there. Everyone up against Brightwing. Go, 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 go. But only 12 seconds to hit it, so then it managed to get away again. Alright, now I have to be a little bit careful. See if they have anything that can kill my big chunk of minis out there or not. Brightwing again, fighting. Let's send stuff out there. Skeletal Mage, not fast enough. Have to keep chasing around after it. That was a bit of a mistake. I really thought they would attack Brightwing, but of course they were a little bit too far away. So this means that I'm going to lose the Anub'arak. I didn't lose the Anub'arak. Anub'arak just decided to burrow out of the blizzard. That was wonderful. Good move, Anub'arak. Good move. And that move actually just saved me, right? Anub still, if anything touches it, it's going to die. But Brightwing, how long can you evade the beetles? You can't. You're down. Boom. Then split leaders take on Cenarius, and once again Malfurion was the one that I struggled with the most. And as you can see, I'm using shamans here. You often have to use shaman nowadays with Malfurion, because the Malfurion heal just isn't enough. I sent Malfurion to the right, so that Malfurion wouldn't meet any enemies immediately, but would get the healing rolling anyway. So now I have the footmen, and the footmen are doing a good job protecting also the troll. Because footmen, there's so many footmen out there, the glaives don't get through, and then troll is being protected behind. Alright, now Malfurion is tanking the rocket tower, which is not ideal, I suppose. I'm trying to send something to actually shoot at the rocket tower, but it's not as easy as it looks. Yeah, the harpies were killed. Just not getting the hits I want on the rocket tower, sending out some bandits to open a chest. Trying to send things to just shoot the rocket tower, please. Just kill the rocket tower. Take that tower. No, there's a prowler. It's going to kill my troll. But Malfurion, actually, this time Malfurion had enough strength. He was able to take down the rocket tower. Alright. And now we have access to Cenarius. Through the right side. Through the rocket tower. Through the meeting stone. And here we go. Malfurion, couple of shamans. Footmen in front, getting some harpies to attack Cenarius as well. So Cenarius wants to focus on air units while it was hitting the harpies. Then the footmen had time to heal, and that's the end result. Cenarius down. Then Cenarius with Orgrim Doomhammer, and I so like the Swole Troll, and I have ended up using the Swole Troll almost all the time with Meteor Elbow. Just so that I can make it actually fight against the other minis. Just using it as a big beefy tank. And here like it's -3 levels. compared to everyone else, but haha, pow. Also first strike bonus here, thanks to Doomhammer. So here we go. I'm trying to send these units to take the Dragon Tower. And I mean, the Pyromancer still has Pyroblast left, and look at it, look at it, look at it. Boom! -2 levels Pyromancer. And that Pyroblast just wrecked that Dragon Tower. Pow. It was amazing. It was truly amazing. Alright, so now we have a foothold on the left side. And I also think I want to take more footholds in the other places. So now the Swole Troll is tanking the Rocket Tower. And look at that Swole Troll. Look at it. It's 3 levels below the Rocket Tower. And the Rocket Tower is shooting as well. There's like, hey, somebody tickling me. Unfortunately, there was a Huntress that killed my Dire Batlings, but it didn't kill the Troll. And Troll takes the tower. Alright. So now I have a Swole Troll on the side. I'm mining a lot of gold. I really like where we're at. I just need more Swole Trolls. Swole Trolls to get out there in front. Let's mine a little bit more. And look at that. Swole Trolls, they're closing in, they're closing in, they're closing in. Cenarius. Do you know what's waiting for you? So many Swole Trolls. Too bad about the Starfall. I should have sent minis from the sides, but there it goes. There it goes. I have to say that even post-nerf, I like Anub'arak a lot. I think Anub'arak is a tremendous leader. Still just a wonderful, wonderful leader. Probably my favorite. Well, Anub'arak and Orgrim are the stronger ones. Now Malfurion is clearly weaker than the two. But it's not useless either. It's just not quite at the level of Anub'arak and Orgrim. And Anub'arak just sending out some stuff. So much damage done. I need to wait a little bit so the Huntress commits, and then I will send the Troll to kill it. Troll is also really good against the Bok Beast, so I have nothing to worry about on that side. Anub'arak also tanking the Rocket Tower like a boss. So far so good. Then let's send in the Beetles. Messed up a little bit with that Troll. But it survived just barely. 23 Troll would have died there, but 24 survived. And then Beetles. Poison. So much. Look at Cenarius' health. Pow. And finally, there is Ysera. I just updated my Ysera guide before the leaders were nerfed, and actually I'm still using the exact same comps with both Orgrim and with Malfurion as I did in that guide. I was able to do 24.3 Orgrim, that's still doable, and I was able to do 24.7 Malfurion. I tried to do 24.7 Malfurion, but I just could not. I mean, maybe... I don't know. It felt so far that it probably isn't doable anymore. Orgrim still doable. It was really hard, super hard to get the 24.3 done back then, but it's still doable. And then I started by looking, okay, what can I do with Malfurion? Couldn't get the 24 done. Then I added a couple of levels, and okay, a couple of levels. Malfurion's still not super easy, but it's doable with the same comp. And then funnily enough, after I completed this Malfurion fight, then I took Orgrim with the same levels I'm using with Malfurion here, and I just one-shot this fight immediately. So Orgrim has such a clear advantage in this fight over Malfurion. As for the others, well, Anub'arak is almost unusable here. I don't think you want to play Anub'arak at all in this one. It just doesn't fit in this one at all. And Sylvanas also is, I would say, below average for this. Many of the singular leaders are better than Sylvanas. So right now, if you want to complete this, you probably look for Orgrim, then Malfurion, and then you do it with Rivendare. I think Rivendare is the best one. You can do it with Chalga as well. Those are in my user guide. But here we go with Malfurion, trying to fight back. the fast spiderlings, but luckily this big wave of spiderlings, they don't have the explosion talent. The explosion talent is only on the spiderlings that are from Ysera's deck, not on these ones, so this will be fine. And now I have that Huntress rolling out. I do need something, a little bit of something to help the Huntress, I think. Maybe not, actually, it was a little bit late, so turned out quite alright. The base did the tanking. Luckily the base was able to do the tanking. There's one more Chimera at 1 minute coming from the south. And once I have handled that and whatever push is going to come from south and from top left, once those are gone, then this fight is over. There's going to be 2 Chimeras spawning on the top right, but they won't reach the base in time. So you don't have to worry about them. They're not going to get there. They don't have enough time. So these Chimeras are irrelevant. Is the southern push? Well, the spiderlings are speedlings, so maybe that could still reach my base, but everything went okay and boom, it's done. And here's Orgrim, still doable with that 24.3 as well. You can see that on my user guide. Nothing of importance has changed. The Conqueror's Diplomacy is slightly shorter, doesn't affect the viability of the strategy at all. So here we go. This one, of course, is with a little bit higher levels. This is like with the levels that I was able to do it comfortably with Malfurion. Well, comfortably, but at least I was able to do it with Malfurion. And then just dropping Orgrim here, and Orgrim is going to blast through this. Wow. A level 24 Pyromancer is enough because of Orgrim's first strike and the Pyroblast talent to just one-shot those Chimeras. So that 27 is complete and utter overkill. But it's going to deal a ton of damage everywhere. That's fine. And having that Swole Troll. Pow pow. Swole Troll, just such a wonderful mini. Such an incredibly, immensely powerful tank. I'm not sure if that Bat Rider was good enough there. Does deal a bit of damage. Now I'm a little bit uncertain. I'm even uncertain how to proceed there. So, like that sort of doubt and uncertainty. With many levels that would have led to a loss already there. But I had leeway because in this fight I had some levels available. There we go, we have Chimeras on the ring. Few more seconds until the Spiderlings arrive. Spiderlings are coming here. And we have a lot of stuff that's going to counter them. And these Spiderlings don't have the explosion talent, so your troops are safe. Only the Spiderlings that are played from Ysera's deck have the explosion talent. I'm thinking how to best handle these, and I decided I'm going to let the base tank those Spiderlings a little, then I'm going to steal that one, and I'm going to send Pyromancer against these others. But here it didn't go too well. So I need to also send this. And there was just so many other minis coming now. Bit of panic because this is way I sometimes lose this fight. I'm able to handle those Chimeras, but then there's the push coming from the top left that just gets past me. Alright, this is the last big push from the south. No, nothing more coming from the south. If I survive that from the south, then the only thing I have to worry about is the top left. Top right won't reach me anymore. So, just need to get through that. I do, and I need to tank. Yeah, so this is done. And Orgrim takes the victory here. I know I have been showcasing the time-limited split leaders here, but Anub'arak is so incredibly bad against Ysera. I just don't want to do this with Anub'arak, so I did it with Sylvanas instead. I don't like doing this with Sylvanas either, though, but 2 split leaders plus 1 regular leader is already enough, so you can do that. And problems with Anub'arak include, for example, if you have Anub'arak on the board, then when you play a Banshee, then that Banshee is going to summon a Beetle. And that Beetle is going to go in front of the Banshee and it's going to get the Chimera to shoot at the Banshee earlier, which means that your Banshee is going to die more. But here, polymorph timing, just at the end of that motion. Look at that, that was sweet. That polymorph timing is one of the most important aspects to winning winning this fight at slightly lower levels. And here we go, Swole Troll again. Look at that. Just look at that elbow. That's the most beautiful elbow I have ever seen. Never seen a better elbow in my life. And Pow managed to get all of the harpies gone, so I will be able to use a harpy. I am not always able to use a harpy there. And here I see that I have a troll, which means that I can just polymorph them. I don't have to wait for the Chimera. Troll is going to be able to handle these with the help of the poly. And then a little bit of mining. Things are going reasonably well here. Dropping some eggs preemptively. Ooh, a lot of stuff coming, but Chimera should be able to handle those. It's probably going to die because of the spiderlings, and it does, but it's all good. And then the big wave of spiderlings comes. Here I need to use whatever defensive tools I have right next to my base, but they don't have the explosion talent. So defense is going to hold. And Sylvanas just took down the Chimera. Then I just have to figure out how do I handle these Chimeras and then more stuff coming from the top left. So, but Sylvanas Banshee did a wonderful job. And Swole Troll really putting in the effort. Troll shooting that Chimera in the back. Alright. At 1 minute there's one more Chimera coming. I'll need to survive that Chimera. And I need to survive the push from the top left. Once I survive those, then we're done. But still some more time. I'm even able to mine a little bit here, I think, before the Chimera arrives. And here I should be able to tank with the base, so that I can steal with the Banshee. Because if I just put Banshee out there in front of the Chimera, then the Chimera will kill it. So now those Chimeras will not make it to my base. And that's it. Ysera down. So that was Split Leaders taking on Moonglade after the nerfs. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.